You clicked on it, so I don't want any comments down below about, well, I don't want to watch a coffee pot video. Yes, you do, because you just clicked on it. Clearly you knew what this is about. I'm just kidding, guys. But seriously, welcome back to Record-ology. We really need to up the coffee game. I've been rocking the old $20 Walmart special for too long. $19.95, it got the job done, and that's about it. You know, there's a few things in life that it's important to get the best of or a good one of, and I feel like one of those are things that you use a lot, and we here in this household make coffee every morning. So when Mrs. Record-ology wakes me up at too early an hour, inevitably every day, and has me march downstairs to make a pot of coffee, I'm not really enjoying that experience. So today we thought, you know what, let's get a programmable coffee pot, which you can buy those for about 30 bucks. But however, got to seeing all the new models and thought, man, there's some really cool things out here. So we bought what should be an awesome one. We're gonna review it today on the show. You're not gonna wanna miss this.
This is Record-ology.
All right, guys, this thing is $100. Got it at Target. Let's see how this compares to $20 at Walmart. Ninja Coffee, this is one of the brands of the Shark Ninja company, or Ninja Shark. It's a Canadian company. You've heard of Shark vacuum cleaners, same company. Anyway, their kitchen stuff is really taken off. Very popular, trendy, whatever. I just want a coffee pot that works. So this is 12 cups, so full size. Has a built-in or a reusable gold tone filter, so you don't need to buy replaceable filters. And some cool features. It's got a timer, that was a huge thing. But the water carafe thing is cool. You got a coffee blooming feature, so it sprinkles water on the coffee grounds before it before it brews, so that it releases trapped CO2. I guess that's a thing. Also, the saturation with the shower head is more luxurious rather than just a stream down the middle. Anyway, it's a coffee pot. It's got to make coffee. It's got to make good coffee. So we're going to open it up and see if it does that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and slice into this bad boy. Have to say I am excited about this, especially about having the coffee ready in the morning, honestly. I'm not going to bore you with all the instructional stuff. So let's just get to it. Okay, it is simply wrapped. This is compatible with both 45 RPM records and, wait, no, wrong product. Seriously though, this looks cool. I like the design. I like, you know, it's really weird. The older I get particular about silly, goofy stuff. And I like this sort of polished metal look. I think it looks cool. Plus it matches. Our son got this Mr. Coffee espresso maker a while back, which he used once, and it's been sitting there decorating the kitchen ever since. So this will match that nicely. Also, I like coffee makers that have like the side. I don't know why. This is such a weird little silly thing, but for some reason, I like coffee pots where the thing goes in the front. Like, I don't know, it's silly. I know it's silly. But again, in my old age, I'm getting kind of particular. I only buy chapstick brand lip balm. It does feature this cool built-in spoon thing, so I won't have to steal our son's, because his had a little spoon thing. That's cool. I like to measure the coffee. I just thought it was interesting how some products literally put a guard over the prongs. Well-protected plug. All right, I love how it has this clear carafe on the side. So you basically, from what I understand, I haven't read the instructions. I'm a guy, I don't read the instructions. Actually, I did read some of the instructions, but you just take this off. Somehow you take that off and fill that up with water, so you don't need to dump a pot into the reservoir. Okay, so I think this is the last piece of tape. So now it actually should do what I thought it did, and that is lift off. Yep. So you fill it up and then put it back on. Simple as that. And you know what? I like to see what's inside. So this is appealing to me. The idea of a clear and removable reservoir, not like those little tiny windows they used to give you on the side. By the way, from a tech standpoint, a coffee machine is actually pretty interesting. It pumps water through coffee grounds, but it does that with no moving parts. So how does it pump water? It's a very simple process, actually. Literally, all it is a pipe that's fed from the reservoir to the top here. They heat the pipe up with electricity, and in so doing, when the pipe heats up, it draws water through it. So that's how a coffee pot is able to pump with no moving parts. Pretty interesting stuff. Got the basket with the removable filter, gold tone. I don't know why that's important, but it looks like it's a cone type filter. So it does have a shower head of sorts. Instead of just one hole where the water comes out, it's got all of these, sort of like a shower head. Allegedly, that'll more evenly saturate the coffee grounds, giving you a more flavorful cup. Okay, so the manual says I need to run 2 full carafes of water through it, clean some parts. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera because that's extremely uninteresting, and I'll be back in just a second. Before I do that though, check this out. The pot itself is cool. It's got like this little locking mechanism. I know, I'm easily impressed. I just think that's cool. But you'll notice that there's this straw thing, and so it uses this straw lid to get the coffee, once it's brewed, down into the bottom lower parts of the pot. Supposedly that makes it more evenly brewed and, again, tasting better. We shall see. Okay guys, so it's been about 30 minutes. Each cycle took about a half hour, but it seems to have done a good job of, cleaning itself. I did burn my hand once there's these steam vents up here, and I put my hand on there like an idiot. But yeah, so let's see if this thing is up to the challenge of supporting my wife's coffee addiction. We are going to brew a pot of coffee, and I will taste it and tell you if it was as good or the same as the coffee I had from the $20 machine this morning. First things first, let's fill this up with water. Easy as that. I wish it was that fast in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna brew a full pot here. I use 2 tablespoon scoops of coffee. We like it kind of weak, a little bit so you can see through it, not too strong. So let's proceed just like I made the one this morning. I was holding it like this, like an idiot earlier, until I realized that it has these very obvious to, I'm sure, everybody but me, handles built in. Then you just put the lid on, like that. So you're never filling, you never have to worry about filling a hot glass pot and then putting it into the reservoir. The cold stays cold, the hot stays hot. And by the way, this looks fogged over. It's just kind of foggy from the water that I ran through. It's actually a clear carafe. But let's take a closer look at the control panel. Okay, it's got a clock, which is cool for convenience, but also the reason why I got it was the fact that it's programmable. So I can brew the coffee or set it the night before, and it automatically brews the next morning, which for us will probably be about, probably 7:30. So that's why it's got a clock and the delay brew button. And the stay warm button keeps the plate warm longer than the default, which is 2 hours. You can also brew small batch, brew it classic, which is the way we like it, or rich, which is extra strong. Tilting down abruptly there, sorry. We have the brew button and then a cleaning cycle. You can run vinegar through it to clean it. So that's really it. The controls are pretty simple. Let's go ahead and put some coffee in the basket and get to brewing. Okay guys, there's the coffee. This is beautiful Starbucks coffee. Because it's mild and less acidic, that's why we like it. Although I like other kinds as well. But this breakfast blend is actually really, really good. So we're gonna go ahead and put 2 tablespoon scoops per 12 cup carafe. That's how we like our coffee. And the little filter basket, like I said, is replaceable, it is replaceable, but it's reusable is what I'm trying to say. You can use paper ones, you can use this one, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put 2 scoops of coffee right in there, just like that. And then this heavy duty lid, I'm gonna close it and we're ready to go. By the way, this is kind of interesting. On camera, you'll notice this little flicker on that display. It's like a refresh rate or something. You can't see it to the naked eye, but you can see it on camera, which is really, really weird. Okay, so I'm gonna hit classic, and I'm gonna turn it on first. Then I'm gonna hit classic, and then I'm just gonna hit brew. And that's all there is to it. About 12 to 15 minutes from now, we'll have a full pot of fresh coffee. Now a heaping tablespoon of Coffee Mate powdered creamer. And that, my friends, is how you make the perfect cup of coffee. But how does it taste? It's good. Okay guys, it's as simple as that. I hope you thought that was interesting, a nice diversion. For those of you that think I'm betraying records, if you look at the banner of this channel, it does say vinyl, tech, and cool stuff. This definitely falls into cool stuff and probably tech as well. Anyway, I hope you guys thought that was interesting. If you want to snag this, sure, what the heck, I'll put a link in the description below. Why not? Your purchase will help support the channel, which I would really appreciate. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Happy record hunting, happy coffee brewing. We will see you tomorrow.